Well, I have another box of pre-painted miniatures from the DDM line. These are not so much of a mystery as the previous ones. However, I don't have a full grip on what's in here. So let's just open up and find out. Hello and welcome to the Creative Kobold. I'm Gyra, and inside of a bag, inside of the box, we have a bunch of miniatures. Maybe there are more layers of bags inside. Nope, there we go. Alright, let's just start going through these. So these are, like I said, from the old Dungeons & Dragons miniatures line. There are definitely some that I already have here. Like this one. This is the Longtooth Barbarian from Aberrations. Now I do have the complete Aberration set, so that's definitely one I already had. So this is the Githzerai. I am not quite sure which set this is from. Don't recognize which icon that set is, but it is a cool miniature, and I don't have many Gith miniatures. Here is a Reaper miniature that has been painted, and it's not so badly painted, but the paint is kind of falling off. Maybe I can just touch it up and that'll be that, but I might have to repaint the entire thing. Very cool though. Nice magic staff and a scroll in one hand. Very cool. Here we have Male Human Paladin. This looks like some dark paladin of sorts. Got a nice, nice black dragon head on the shield there, and the horns on the helmet. Very cool. Happy to have that. That was from, this is from D&D Heroes. Got it. This one is a newer one. Caven Windstrike. I think this is a WizKids mini from Pathfinder, Pathfinder Battles. RR, I don't remember which set that is. Oh yeah, there were also these little toy things. So here we have a mermaid, where the upper body just seems way larger than what would fit the lower body. So these are just some cheap toys. Here's another from that set, which is actually a very nice sort of phoenix-like miniature. This can actually be useful. There are a few more of these, but we'll just pick those out as we go. I think this is from the Unhallowed set. This is the Changeling Rogue. Very cool. It kind of looks a bit Vampire Hunter-ish. Very gothy in style. This character could definitely fit into Bloodborne or something like that. It's a neat little, almost like a bat symbol here. Incidentally, their symbol for the set is also a bat. Different symbols though. But yeah, cool. And we have another of those cheap toys. Triton with a trident. Decent enough. Don't think I'll be using this, but you know, maybe I'll find a use for it. Here we have the Dwarf Artificer from the Harbinger set. A decent enough dwarf mini. another of those toys. Well, I think there are 6 of them, and this is the 4th. So this is some dragon-like creature, and it looks aquatic. So this one I can probably find a use for. It's not bad at all. And we have one of the few large minis in this little haul. This is the Werebear from Angel Fire. It's a cool mini. I do think I have a couple already of this one. Got a nice axe on there. Cool stuff. And another large. This is from the Underdark set. This is a Winter Wolf. That's nice. Moving on, we have a Dragonwrought Kobold. This is an old favorite of mine. Not just because it's a kobold, but you know, that too. But yeah, this is one I was really happy to have back in the day. I do think I have a couple of it now already, but it's nice to have multiples. If you run the 5th edition Horde of the Dragon Queen adventure, then you'll actually have a need for quite a few of these, at least in the beginning. Moving on, we have an Orc Savage from the Harbinger set. He's got a stone axe, which is cool. Actually got a small dagger or knife on his hip there. Cool stuff. Another dwarf. This is the Battle Rager, also from Unhallowed. Dual wielding maces. And some medium armor, I would call this. Combination of metal and leather. Though I think a lot of this could be painted up so it looks metal if you really wanted to, but I'm gonna leave it as is. Here's another D&D Heroes. This is the Female Human Avenger. She actually has a really well painted face. That might be one of the best painted faces I have seen for a pre-painted miniature. And is well painted otherwise as well. Also a cool pose. Kind of lost the grip there to the base, but that can be easily remedied with a drop of super glue. Here we have another one of these Celestial Black Bears. You have seen this 100 times already in other videos. There's a random D4. Can't remember that from the listing, but whatever. Male Tiefling Fighter from D&D Heroes. Well, that's cool. Got a nice tail too. And a demon skull on the very ornate shield. And an interesting weapon there. Very nice. I like the style of this. Oh, another die, a D6, which might be a full set in here then. Here's another Fiendish Dire Weasel from Aberrations. I have a ton of them, and you have seen them if you have watched my other DDM find videos. And Gwenwyver Drizzt Do'Urten's pet panther. already have a few of that. Here's another of these toys. This is a unicorn. Actually seems decently sized. Maybe I'll actually use this. Maybe just touch it up a bit. Give it a wash. Maybe completely repaint it, but it actually seems to be properly sized. And the sculpt is decent. Yeah, I might use this. D8. Stand for flat miniatures. Here we have the Satyr from the Underdark set. Playing a pan flute and wielding a bow. It's a cool looking miniature. And here's another Tiefling. This is the Tiefling Warlock from Unhallowed. Very happy with getting multiple Tieflings here. Here's another cool one. This guy looks like he is about to decapitate someone with his 2 blades. Male Shifter Ranger, also from D&D Heroes. Maybe we'll get a full set of this D&D Heroes Series 2. And, oh, ouch, look at that base. That sucks. This has been chewed on by some animal, probably a cat, I imagine. So this is gonna need a new base. But this is from the Wardrum set, I believe that is. And it's a very cool elemental wall miniature, very cool earth elemental-like creature. It does have, well, there's some hair here as well. Probably some cat hair. Yeah, we've got cat hair and cat bite marks also on the miniature itself, but mostly on the base, it seems. It looks salvageable, at least. But yeah, this this has been attacked and destroyed. Here is the Wand Expert from Angel Fire. Cool looking miniature. I do think I have a copy of this already, but I don't mind having one more. It's a small one. Halfling Tomb Seeker. And this is from a set we haven't gotten anything from yet, but I don't remember the name of it. Either way, cool bandit looking character. Well, it's the mask that makes him bandit looking. Yeah, it's this nice adventuring backpack, and he's wielding a cool spear. No, she is wielding a cool spear. This is a lady. Very nice. Don't think I have that. This is the Longstrider Ranger from Angel Fire. It's a decent enough mini. Not my favorite because of the pose, but nothing really that wrong with it either. If you want a miniature for a humanoid that is supposed to be very, very quick, then this one certainly does that job and does it well. It's a dual wielding miniature. Another Tiefling Rogue. Very cool. This is the 3rd Tiefling in this set, I believe. That is cool. This basically looks like a rapier and a sword breaker. Got a nice looking armor and very small sort of stumpy type horns, which is also very cool. I like the ponytail as well. Very nice. And definitely one I didn't have. And here we have another Reaper miniature. I think I already have this sculpt. I did have the other sculpt as well. I think these are from one of the first, at least first 3 Reaper bone sets. Again, decently painted. Hopefully I can salvage this, because it is definitely a bit sticky from dust and oils and such. But yeah, it would be nice to be able to just fix these up quickly and keep the existing paint job. And here's one I'm happy to have, the Catfolk Wilder. Always loved the Catfolk. In 5th edition they're called Tabaxi, but in 3.5 they were generally just called Catfolk. This one is particularly cool, kind of a black cat, short-haired. This is from the Harbinger set as well. So that is one I'm very happy to have. I think we're roughly halfway through at this point. Here is a Bard, Voice of Battle, also from Harbinger. She's got a couple of marks in her face that shouldn't be there from a bad paint job. Kind of holding her some string instrument on the back there, and kind of holding the neck of it, about to pull it out, I imagine, and also about to pull out or put back the sword in its sheath there. Bard miniatures are kind of few and far between. So, speaking of few and far between, here we have a monk mini, Whirling Steel Monk. This is also from Harbinger. This is an awesome monk miniature. The middle of like a spin kick, while also holding a sword. This is awesome. This is some full-on wuxia stuff. Awesome. Very happy to expand my monk miniature collection. And we have this goblin black blade. It's very nice that you can call it a black blade, because then you don't have to paint the black blade. Nice way to save money on paint steps. Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro. That is a miniature that I think was even in the last Dungeons and Dragons miniatures finds video I did. Oh, here's another of these toys. This is a griffin. This one also pretty decent. Another one I might actually get some use out of. I think these are like Popo or something similar to that in brand. Either way, cool miniature. And this Minotaur, also pretty decent. A bit lanky for a miniature though, but that's fine. It can be of different shapes and sizes. I think this one can be used as is actually. Nice. That might be all of those Popo or whatever the brand is toys. Here we have a dwarf mercenary. Got a nice flowing red cape and some heavy armor. A cool looking heater shield. This is from the Angel Fire set. And we have a bugbear, gang leader. from Unhallowed. Dual wielding a nasty looking hammer with a skull on it and a mace. Very dynamic looking pose. I like it a lot. Almost feels like the base is a bit too small though. Here's a newer one, also from the Pathfinder set by WotC Kids. This is the Half-Elf Cleric, presenting her holy symbol and wielding a short sword in the other hand. Like the stance. It's a different pose than you usually see, so I like that a lot. Also, you can see the folds and wrinkles in the cloth there. Very well done. Another D&D Heroes miniature. This is the male human sword mage. Very simple pose, but nothing wrong with it. Got a curved blade in one hand and what I assume to be a spellbook in the other. And wearing what I assume to be some leather armor. It's a very useful mini. More dice. The D10s. Oh, here is another of these toys. This Chimera actually looks a lot like the large or gargantuan Chimera I showed off in a video very recently. It's not Papo, it's Safari. It says on the bottom here. Very nice. Nice little Chimera mini. And here is a Warforged Captain. Warforged have always been very cool looking creatures. I've always appreciated the aesthetic around them, the visual design they have. Very cool looking. Even if I'm not big on Eberron itself, never been hugely into that setting, but the Warforged are very, very cool. So this is also from the War Rooms set. Nice to have. And here we have the female human warlord from D&D Heroes. This is the same sculpt as Alusair Obarskir, I think her name is, from Aberrations. So I assume this is a repaint because I remember her as being more golden instead of silver and a dulled red or magenta. So that's cool. Another this is another Warforged, a Warforged Fighter from the Giants of Legend set, I believe. You can see the blade looks like it's retractable and the entire hand is just the blade. That is very, very awesome. Got a bit of cat hair again, or just some dust hair. Either way, very nice to have these Warforged. Very happy with that. Oh, we got the D20 in the set. Looks like we're getting a full set here, but again, the D4 doesn't look like it belongs to the rest. Here's a new one. Again, a Pathfinder miniature, Half-Orc Barbarian. Decent looking. You can actually feel the different plastic. Shadow Dancer. And I don't remember which set this is, but yeah, very dynamic pose. Kind of moving backwards. 2 daggers in hand. So this is definitely a rogue type character. Shadow Dancer, probably one of the 3rd edition or 3.5 prestige classes, I would imagine. And it looks pretty awesome. Another Longtooth Barbarian. And we have a Kenku Sneak from Harbinger. Nice to have more of that. I think I got one last time as well. Here's a newer one. No, this is the Underdark Wizard Tactician. I've actually been wanting this for a while, so it's very nice to have. Very, very cool. And the War Priest of Vandria. This is a more boring miniature, but the pose is very nice looking. I like that. Other Aberrations miniature, the Man-at-Arms. I have a ton of these, so not too fond of getting another one. This one's new to me though, the Warforged Artificer. That is definitely a fun miniature. Got sort of this case on the back with all these different items in it. A potion in one hand, a wand in the other. That's cool. Definitely need a wash though. A D12, the same color as the D4. Maybe there are 2 sets of dice in here. This one is new to me, Warforged Cleric. Oh, there are a lot of Warforged here. What set is this? D&D Heroes. That's cool. Got long flowing robes. So this could definitely also be used as just a character with a mask on. But yeah, very cool. That's not a miniature I knew about, actually. Here we have another D&D Heroes female human wizard. And they do have a mask on. Metallic mask. And extremely long hair. That's fun. Wielding some sort of magic staff. Here is a WotC miniature, Sela, Human Paladin. Again, Pathfinder. Definitely Paladin looking. Looks like they have a bow and arrows sticking out from under the cloak back there as well. That's cool. Could definitely do with a wash, because those metallics are really, really bright and there's nothing in the grooves there. And here we go. This is one of the first things I noticed when I saw this set on eBay. This is Elminster of Shadowdale from the Underdark set. This is a rare mini. I believe this mini goes for about $40 on eBay alone. And I got this whole set for $75 plus shipping and import taxes. Yeah, this is a very nice miniature and definitely one I don't have in my collection already. And I've always been a big fan of the Elminster character ever since I first got into D&D, so very happy to have this. Very, very happy. And we have the Dark Traveler from Harbinger. Got a weird looking shield. And weird looking blade. Face looks kinda messed up. I don't know if it's supposed to be tattoos on the face or something, but yeah, it doesn't look great. By the way, decent enough. Oh, and we have an orc skeleton from the Underdark set. Very happy to have more of these. Always appreciate non-human skeletons. I think that was it. So that was it. There are a lot of miniatures here I really like, a lot of miniatures I didn't already have. We got 4 Warforged miniatures, which was quite a surprise, and Elminster Mini was one of the main reasons I got this set. This set was listed for $100, but I suggested a $75 price for it and got it for that because it had been sitting for a little while. So I'm happy I did that. I'll definitely try to salvage the 2 paint jobs on the Reaper miniatures. And I think all of these miniatures need to be properly cleaned because my hands are sticky now. But that's kind of to be expected. And fun thing is that these old pre-painted, they can actually just go right in the dishwasher. And that works fine. The elemental wall definitely needs to get a bit of work done on him after that cat attack. But otherwise this is just a super nice haul. Very, very happy with this. So I hope you enjoy this little view of my latest order of Dungeons & Dragons miniatures. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.